Hey guys, I got the thing loaded and kind of put it together. I was in the wrong demo or when I put it together. This is the so when I saw those layers, I was wondering, what the hell's going on? I built all these crazy layers to kind of show this in a demo org, and it turns out if you go to the wrong demo org, they're not there even if you want them to be. Just quickly in the desktop version, one of your questions was, can I show clients that have spent less than I can't remember what the amount was on a layer like I can do some of the other pins? Like absolutely you can. So here's one for opportunities by stage. But I've also got a layer that I built called vehicle sales. This is a temporary kind of trailer kind of company. Vehicle sales with no part sales. So if I click on this, you kind of see both sets of pins sort of shown together. There are 5 records, and if I shut this down, 5 records out there in my imaginary data that have vehicle sales and no part sales. We could use this to kind of drive these and say, show me anything where the sales are less than 20 grand, or show me anything where a particular product, if we're using products that are rolling in, isn't in the sales. Whatever we want to do, we've got the ability to kind of put this together. But let's kind of look at what we have out in the system. I built out this route that shows essentially these customers that we're going to go see. So I optimized this already. So from home run down through Southwest Drilling, these are the people we're going to go see as we roll through the Northeast and go see some of these customers. So you can kind of see that put together here. Let's show you what it looks like on the phone. Okay, so this is that emulator I was kind of telling you about. Essentially, this is a picture of my actual phone dialed into this exact demo. And down here in the corner is Maps. So if I click on that, it reloads essentially what we've already looked at on the desktop. So as a customer, as a user, as a rep, they can kind of see this data. So right now, my opportunities are kind of loading up onto the screen. I have it set as a default, but whatever we want to do, we can load in as a default. I'm going to look at the layers we want to see, though. So let's look at that. So just like what we were looking at before, this is the vehicle sales with no part sales, or I can't remember what I'm, basically. So, and if I click on one of these pins, it basically gives me 3 choices, right? I can take me there. So if I click that, it's going to go to Google Maps and give me the directions. I can add to a route, or, and this is really cool, I can log a call once I get there. So the idea would be that we go to these records and we log calls. But I want to show you what it looks like for a route. So let's go look at the routes instead. All right, I clicked on it and put it on pause, but here it is loading. This is essentially the same, right? You can see it's this route over here, basically loaded on my phone. I built it for myself. You can also build it for public groups, but whatever. So if I click into Marcus Deary, from here, I can take me there. If I click on that, it basically loads up on my other screen into Google Maps. Nope, it doesn't want to load here for whatever reason, so I'm not sure what's going on, but it probably hates what's going on. But you kind of see there for a second it was Google Maps. So let's instead go do a log call. All right, and if I click on these 3 dots here, I'm doing this on my phone so you can't see it's like the mouse is actually moving. But if I click on log a call, it basically loads up Salesforce's call piece. And from here, I can change this subject to whatever I wanted to, like client visit. And in the comments, with speech to text, I can make this say whatever I want it to say, period. And I think this makes it real easy for sales reps, who hate using their thumbs, to tell you everything that they need to know or that you need to know about a particular client visit, period. And when they hit send on this, it writes it directly to Salesforce so that you guys can see it back in the home office. So I do that. I'll show you what it looks like over on the other side here in a second. One other thing I want to show you that we can do inside of Maps, which is cool. All right, so if I click on this again, I've got another function that I can do here called take a photo. So if I click into log a call, and then in comments here, if I just do like I normally do on a call and just send a picture, and I click on photo down here, waiting for it to catch up on the screen, and click take photo, I can take a picture of the monitor you're looking at. And then, So I think this can be really useful if you're out of customers trying to find sites or figure out, I don't know, measurements or power requirements or any of that kind of stuff. If I post that, that ends up in Salesforce too. So let me put this on pause, close this down, and I'll show it to you in Salesforce as the last step. Okay, cool. So back in Salesforce, remember I typed all that stuff basically. It shows up in the system. One of the things Marshall was asking about is how do I find out? This is at the account level. I'll show you what it looks like at the customer level. But you can also see the photo that I put in here, and that data kind of appears here too. So as a rep out in the field, I think one of the things that we definitely want to get guys getting used to is using their phone as opposed to coming back to a hotel and doing the work. And the last thing, Marshall, so this is a dashboard that we put together. Here's some sales information from ERP, some opportunity information. What do my collected ops look like? Sales by class, leads by status. But one of the things that we've got here is activities. And so if I click into this report, I can basically see, so you can see kind of how it's working by month by piece. But if I click into this, wow, this is slow. I've essentially got the activities listed out for each of the individual people across the months that we've got in the system. And I have this going for forever. So from May to 2025, you can kind of see how that adds up over here on the side. This can be changed to time periods. I've got it set for all time, but obviously we do whatever you guys want to. So hope this helps. All right, man. Thanks, everybody. Bye.